This is a recording. Welcome to the Locked Tome, the spooky sister channel to the Open Book. To kick off this horror-loving space, I am repurposing some of my older videos, originally published to TOB, which were admittedly a little too horror-centric in nature. We're splitting vibes and splitting skulls over here, so if anything in this video feels a little odd in the editing, that's why. I can't wait to get the channel fully up and running. Thanks for stopping by, and please stick around if you also enjoy all things horror, and if you'd prefer cozy vibes, I will kindly direct you to the Open Book channel instead, where over there I have cookies. End of recording.
Hello Bits and Bones, my name is Slim. Welcome to my channel. As promised, October is all thrillers and horror movies, so today we're going to be talking about The Roommate. You can find metadata for The Roommate here and here. Now, I first watched The Roommate back when it came out in 2011. The Blockbuster that had closed in my hometown at that time got bought and kept as a VHS and DVD rental service for some time afterwards, under some other generic name and until it was completely unprofitable. So for whatever reason, my parents thought that I would enjoy it, rented it, and that's how I watched it all the way back then. The Roommate is a psychological thriller about a girl who goes to college and is unlucky enough to get an obsessive, crazy roommate. That's the plot. Non-spoilers over. If you're interested in watching it, definitely click off my video and go watch it, but also maybe you'd rather watch my video to see what you're getting into, or have softer expectations for the movie, which I think is part of the commentary I'm going to get into. I think people had too high expectations for the time period and quality of movie somehow, because it was oddly enjoyable in its badness. So I watched The Roommate again recently because I was in the mood for some enjoyable trash. On Rotten Tomatoes rating site, it got a whopping 4%. It bombed hard. And like I said, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it deserved that reputation. It's not a good movie, don't get me wrong. It's still pretty bad, but it's not that bad. Where The Snowman bombed because the plot was cut up and nonsensical and the action was weird, The Roommate was entirely within expectations for what it was supposed to be. The acting was typical, a bit cringy, but the actors in their own way did try, and that's what you're expecting from a movie of this era. Based on the marketing, it was a movie made for preppy girls looking for something scarier than the drama and romantic comedies that they usually binge, and this is the psychological thriller equivalent of that. The scariest thing to some people is just an overly attached, secretive bestie. The plot made sense from point A to point B, and the motivation of the simple characters are easy to understand. It's hard to tell whether the villain roommate wants to be close to or actually be her target of affection, but that's the only thing that's not completely obvious, and that's how it should be to keep us curious in her craziness. I honestly liked the bit of body horror where the roommate stabs an earring through her unpierced ear when she's offered a pair, because it was a bit gross, and the right amount of unstable obsessive thinking that they're trying to achieve. Like, of course, in her right mind, if her best friend in obsession hands her earrings, then she's gotta pop them in no matter what. Of all my criticisms, the audio of the movie was terribly synced. The voices compared to the music in various scenes would be disproportionately loud or quiet. And the ending was poorly done. The fight scene was weird and stupid, but overall, the movie made sense, it was enjoyable trash, and I don't think it deserves a 4%. I think it gets a C-. I hope you enjoyed this short review. If you're in the mood for something like The Roommate, feel free to give it a watch and tell me what you think and what it deserves. Is it the lowest of low rating, or is it just passably bad like I think? If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. I try to release content at least once a month. It's going to be a bit more in October. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.